Hey guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I'm really excited to bring this video to you. This is a video that I wanted to make when I first went into Traveler's Notebooks, and that was around 2017, 2018, right around that area. And I stayed in a Traveler's Notebook through into 2020, I believe. But at that point is when I discovered the Hobonichi Weeks and the Hobonichi Cousin. And so at that point, I ordered, I started with the Weeks and I realized that I really liked the Weeks. And so then, but I wanted something bigger. And then I ordered the Cousin. Now, I had seen a video by Paper Joy PH, and I don't know that she still has a sticker shop, but she had a sticker shop and she used the Hobonichi lineup. So I was really intrigued and I ordered my planners, and then I ordered a ton of stickers from her shop because she was in the Philippines and I knew I might as well order everything I wanted to order. I jumped into the Hobonichi craze. And I've been there for a while. So I want to say my first Hobonichi was in 19, maybe 2019. I'm not sure, guys. Anyway, I kind of put my traveler's notebooks to the side and sort of not sort of, I did just quit using them. But there's always been that little bit of, I really want to go back to my traveler's notebooks. And so this year, my setup is going to allow me to do that. So what I decided to do is fully embrace the traveler's notebooks. And I want to show you guys that are out there on the fence who's not sure what to do, how they work. I know there's a lot of videos out there that will show you how to put together a traveler's notebook. This is the thing for me. I need somebody to show me step by step, and then I'm like, okay, I feel comfortable. And that's what I want to do with you guys. So I have my traveler's notebook that's already set up for next year, and then I pulled out my traveler's company traveler's notebook. So what I'm going to do is we are going to start. I'm going to empty this one out, and I'm going to show you how to set this one up. So I grabbed some inserts that we can use, and then I think there's some in here. So the first thing is, this is always going to be your top. Where this is, your bookmark will come out at this end. Now, to help string it, you've got a slit here and a slit here. I have never restrung my traveler's notebook. I've never had the need to do so, and I've always liked the color of the strings and everything that are in my notebooks when they come. One day, I'm going to sit down and try it. But at that point, then I will do a video on it. But I'm not going to show you how to restring anything. And you also have a closure that flips. It's on the back. Okay. So when you open this up, the Traveler's Company is really plain. It is truly a rectangle of leather with a string in the middle. So we're going to take everything out. Because, guys, spoiler alert, I think I'm going to try to use this notebook in some way this year. So I have all of this stuff. Now, this is what I want to show you, is that when you are buying from the Traveler's Company, they number all of their stuff. This is a 0 to 5, which is the Traveler's Notebook MD paper, cream, blank with 64 pages. So each item they have has a number on it, and so it makes it a lot easier. So if you're watching a video with somebody doing traveler's notebooks, and they say it's a 025 traveler's notebook or a 25 traveler's notebook. That's what they mean. Everything's going to have it. So when you're looking, you will know, because when they show the wrapper online, you can tell what number it is. You know you've got the right one. So then when they set this up, yes, there are 2 strings here. One string is necessary at the back to string this notebook, but this top string, this longer string, is truly the string that, let me get my bookmark out of the way. This is what you're attaching everything to. Now, you can attach to this one. It is, as you can see, it is much shorter, and it puts a lot of tension on this band because you're having to stretch it out to put a notebook on it, and then it's going to be really tight on your notebook, and it's going to start to rip. I try not to use that. Now, I'm going to show you the different ways that you can put your notebooks in here. So I have several things. I didn't have this in the package, but you can order these extra bands, and they come with 2 brown and 2 of these black. Here is some that I have already been using. Guys, these are your best friend. It's a love-hate relationship, but I don't have a problem with them. So if I just want to put in one notebook, and that's all I want, no problem. There you go. You're on your way. But most of us want more than one pocket or one book. So when you want a second book, you can reach over here and grab a jump. They're called jump bands, but it's like a big rubber band. Now, what you're going to do to put 2 notebooks in here is you're going to find the center. And the ones that are stapled makes it easy because you can see where it's stapled at. But just look for the middle. You can tell it with the stitching too. And you are going to take the front of this book to the back half of the book beside it. So you're going to kind of make them have wings. Then you will take your jump band and you go all the way down to the center. And then they close like this. Now, this is how you know you got it in there right. Because you're going to have some gap in there. You're going to have some play. So now you've got 1 book on a jump band. Well, 2 books on a jump band, but it's kind of acting like 1 book. Now, when you put your single book in there, you open up to the middle of your book. Let me show you, because I didn't show you that. You open to the middle of your book where it's bound. And this is how your book goes in. Okay. So now we have 2 books. We're going to do the same thing. So where is the middle of our book? Our middle of our book is right there. So you're going to take this 2 books that are jump band together, and you're going to carry it over, and that band is going to be in the center of those 2 books. So now when you close this, you've got 2 books. And now I hear you saying, Wendy, what if I want 3 books? Well, that's very easy. So there's a couple of things you can do. You can take a 3rd book now and put this book on that band. Okay. Now the thing is, the more books that you put in, the more the center is going to poke out the side. 3 books, you're good, but when you go past 3, things are going to start pushing out of the center and make it more complicated. And I have seen a couple of different methods to add more books. Okay. So now we've got 3 books, but let's say now I have decided I want a craft folder. Well, you have options. you can take this craft folder and put it right around that center book. You can put this craft folder, honestly, around any one of these books. And then you've got the pockets, you've got a book, and then you've got a pocket. And then again, you're ready to go. But you see how every time you add something, it's pushing it all out. Okay. So I'm going to take this apart, and I'm also going to tell you that they have plastic sleeves that are pockets also. So you have a long sleeve here, you have a zipper here, and then you have card pockets here. So you can get this. This is one of the options. You can do the same thing, not use this. You can not use the craft folder, or you can put the craft folder around that back book. Then you can put this sleeve around the middle book. Now you have your 3 inserts. You have a craft folder. I'm out of frame. You've got your 3 inserts. You've got your craft folder, and then you have your plastic sleeve. That's 5 things on one jump band. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a different way. And this is something that I just discovered. And I will link my haul video to this also, that I hauled this option. And we're going to, let me just take all of this off the jump bands and all of that, because this next option is not using jump bands. So Lauren Phelps and Alicia Plans came together and they created something special. So here on the ends, I want to start by saying there are notches right there. So you can see that right there. And so what that does is it allows this string to sit right in the center of those notches and not pull this plastic in. So that's number one. That is so fantastic. Okay, so let me show you how this works. This has a secretary pocket on the inside right here. I would use it just like this, with one secretary pocket on the outside and one here. And then you've got 3 little like credit card pockets here and another slip pocket. Same thing here, another slip pocket with 3 credit cards. Okay. Now, this is made so that I can, if I just want one insert, I can still use this and use those pockets for other things. So I can put this one in. These are the Midori, not the Midori, the Moterm covers. And I'm going to have to crease it to get it in here, because it's, I don't care how much you work it, it's just not going to go in. There we go. I had to turn it just back out on itself to get it to go in, but that's with all traveler's notebooks, really. There we go. So now I have one notebook in the middle, and I can just pop this in here just like this. And you're like, okay, well, Wendy, I can do that with my string. Yeah, you can. So let me show you why this is spectacular. So you can do it this way. And because I struggled getting that in there, we're going to do it this way. I'm going to show you what you can do. Then you can take another notebook. It's going to be easier if I take this one out. So let's take this back cover out. Guys, I can't stress it enough. These are almost like wood chip, not just a regular thin traveler's notebook cover. There is a difference, and that's why I'm struggling with these. It's not the pocket. So I've got one on one side, and I can do another one here. And I could just leave it at that. Or when I open this pocket, I could put another insert here. And I can put another insert there. Now I have 4 inserts, full inserts in here. And the thing is, because they're all sitting on this one pouch or on this one string inside this one pouch, they don't stick out as much. Yes, the plastic sleeve sticks out, but the if I pushed on it, it would probably go back in. But you've got a really tight, compact notebook. Now, this is what I want you to understand too, is that before we had 5 things on the string. 2 of them were folders wrapped around a book. So I had 3 inserts with these on them. Now, if I wanted to put one more book in here, I could come in on this string and put another one on. Or I could do one on this side, one on this side, then 2 on the... I only have 3 inserts in here, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. So I could put one insert on this side, one insert here. So that's just one side of the sleeve. So I could do 2, and I could do 2, and that would give me 4 inserts. I don't know that I would ever use 4 inserts. I do have 4 inserts in here, guys. Am I crazy? No. Oh, because I know what I did. I don't need this to be there. I need it to be in the middle right there. So if I needed 5, see guys, even people like me that have been doing it for a while, if I needed 5 inserts, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inserts. Guys, I don't think you could put any more than that because this cover, this is a fairly new cover, so it doesn't stretch like one when you've had it a while. But it's holding everything that it can hold, guys. If I wanted the cover to see how it's sticking out down here, but I could put 5 inserts in one Traveler's Company notebook on one string, and perfect. Now, I know what you're thinking is, how are you going to write in all of those books? Well, this is the beauty of this system, is that when I get ready to write, all I need to do is just pull this out, put this to the side, and then I can start writing in my traveler's notebook on my desk. Now, the reason I say this to you is I'm going to show you in my other notebook how it is to take them off the strings. This is what I find, because I'm using a jump band to put multiple books in there. When I take one book out, this jump band is only on one notebook. So that means the notebook is now just one string. If I have two together, so if I have this, guys, I'm probably getting you all confused, but we're just going to keep going with it. If I put two books together, so I put the back covers together and half the book here. So I've split it again where the staplers are. And I take my jump band and I put it together. Again, you see that gap. That's what's holding this to the string. So if you can imagine this string on here. And if I decide that I'm going to take one of these books out to use it, and I take it out from the string, now I have a book with a band on it, but it's not connected into my traveler's notebook anymore. Because if they were connected, they would be on the string, with the string right between these two books. So when I remove this one, this is just a band. It just leaves this band holding to this book. So when I get ready to reattach it, I'm going to have to pull this one out, put the books back together, and then put it back through. No, it's not complicated. It's just an extra step. It's just frustrating. So that is why I thought this was brilliant, because now I can take any of these notebooks out. If I'm in a hurry when I'm packing up, I just slide it in, close it, and it's attached. I'm not going to lose that book. They're all there. That's why I like it. Now, we're going to try it, because I have not tried it yet on my sterling ink, because you know those books are a little bit bigger. And it said they would fit on the description. So we're going to try it, guys. Because that is really truly why I purchased this, was to use in my sterling ink setup. Now, if it doesn't work, I will definitely use it in here. Okay. This is what I want to do. So I have on one string, I have a reusable book. Now I want to show you, see how this one is already bending right here, and that's due to it's pulling this plastic in, so it's going to make it start creasing at the end. That's why it's good to have those notches, is so that string fits at the right area, so that your strings are not, the tension is just right with those slots in there. I don't know how to explain it, but it just makes it work. Then I have this one, which is my folder that I made, and I do have a tutorial up for that, and it's all three of these are on one string. Okay, so I'm gonna take all of those off. This is a dashboard cover, and I'll talk to you about those in a minute, and a paper clip. I have 2 more books and a dashboard cover here. Then in this back pocket, I have my notebook. Now, I think I'm going to have to take it out of this cover. And this cover is one that I bought from Sterling Ink to fit here. Okay, so let's give her a try, guys. So, with this one, I know that it's the original thought is to put the big notebook with the back in both ways, but I really truly want to oh Lauren, you're a genius. They fit even the larger Sterling Ink notebook. Now, I could put this one in here. Let's see how much we can put in here before I have to say that's it. So again, this is a dashboard and we'll talk about those. But I shouldn't need the jump band. So let's take these off. Now, in the Sterling Ink booklets for the weeklies, I have January through June to the end of June in one book, and then July through December in the second book. But this is my social media, and I plan in advance. So, what I want to do is put the one that I'm not using as much, which is going to be the one that hasn't started. I want it on the back because I don't really need it in my way or in anything else. So we are just going to tuck it away in this back pocket. And guys, I'm telling you, this is such a snug fit. Not that it's stretching or anything like that. It's a snug fit so that your book is not going to come out. Okay. Then the weekly that I'm using, I want it in here. With my bigger book. Then I have my monthly. So this is my monthly, and this is my ideas book that I want. So I'm thinking that I will put my monthly in here because my monthly and my weekly are the ones that I am constantly pulling out of here. Okay. So I have all of those in the pocket. So I have my weeklies for the second half of the year. I have my collections book. I have my weeklies, and then I have my monthly. So we're going to put this on one band. And because this is so chunky, I'm going to go to this center band. There we go. Now, I can do a couple things at this point. I could put this one here in the middle on the same band. If I can reach in there and get it, guys. There we go. I could put this in here just like that. But I don't think that that's what I want to do. I think what I want to do is go back and put it in here like this. And I also think that I am going to do a jump band with my I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm going to put these on two separate bands. I think I am going to put this one here. And I think I'm going to put this one at the back. Like that. But what I do think I'm going to do, this is my pocket that I made. And I think I'm going to take this and put it in there like that. So I have the stickers that I always use with this planner right here. There you go, guys. Love it. Now, when I sit down to plan, and I'm like, okay, what do I have scheduled for, oh, let's say March. Nope, December. Let's go a little bit further than that. Let's see what we've got planned for April. If I want to work in here, all I have to do is just slide this out of the pocket. However, I can still just open it up like this and I'm good. Especially since I've got this one right here, it really does give me a cushion on top. Then when I'm looking at my weeks, I'm good here. I can write this way or I can pull it out. Then I can pull my collections book out. If I wanted to, I could completely pull it out. And then I have next year's. So when I'm in May, June, July, and I'm going back between all two of them, two books, I can still have this book here that I can pull out. I would definitely pull this one out because the back is so far down because there's nothing kind of to rest it on. But I would pull this one out, but I have all of these in here at one time for me to use. And I'm just saying, if you have a traveler's notebook, the other way that this was set up, I could not close this all the way to the last snap. I wouldn't use it that way because I like to tuck my pen in. But guys, this is just brilliant. It's, in my mind, this is just a brilliant setup. So I said I would talk to you about the dashboards. So there are companies out there that sell dashboards. This is the cover from Sterling Ink. So this would cover any of these notebooks. I could have put this completely around my this insert and not used the Chic Sparrow one, and that may be what I do. But you can go in and take scrapbook paper or cardstock and put it in here before you tuck in your insert, and it will make a design on the front. The Chic Sparrow is made to be just a dashboard, and by that I mean you can put decorative paper in here, you can tuck ephemera, whatever, you can take and put stickers, but it's not meant for your traveler's notebook to go in here. It's just not big enough for that. As you can see here, it's like a quarter of an inch too wide. So it's not meant to cover a book. What it is meant to do is to add just a little bit of protection to your insert when it's in your book so that it has something that's protecting it, because guys, these are just cardboard covers. So that's what a dashboard is for. So you can switch out your ephemera, your scrapbook paper, your um, cardstock, whatever you want to decorate it, but you can decorate it, but then your traveler's notebook is still covered. The other thing that you can do is you can put a stack of sticky notes on here on the front. You can do them on the inside, and then you will always have sticky notes. There's so much stuff that you can do with a dashboard. So they are beneficial. Another thing that when you're in a traveler's notebook that you like to have, I'm looking for it right now, is this is my olive passport, and I keep my traveler's company brass clip on it because right now I'm trialing this as a prompt journal, meaning I have a list of prompts that I'm trying to journal from, and I am doing that in this passport size. But I think I might turn this camel into that. Guys, I don't know. I don't know if this is camel or if this is brown. Depending on when I look at it, it looks different. But I was thinking the brown was dark like this. This is olive green. You can tell the green right there. But when it's down, it looks like brown. So I'm thinking I might have got the caramel, and I thought I ordered brown. But I think I ordered caramel because I think brown was out of stock when I bought this one. But anyway, whatever color this one is, I am going to switch this over to be that prompt journal and use it this year. So to show you some of the other things that you can get, this is the brass clip. Now I like to keep this on a insert inside my notebook. So like if I'm keeping it on my monthlies, I would keep it to where when I opened it, it takes me to the month I'm working with. So after January's over, I would put that over and keep it there. So when I flip it open, it falls to the right place. If I kept it on my weeks, I would do the same. I would flip to that first week. Wendy, there we go. I would keep it there. So when I flip open, it would flip to where I'm working. You can even clip it if you want to the top of just the cover. You have different options, but I will say I only have one, and I'm thinking about going ahead and ordering one more because I really do like these clips. Now, another thing you can do is get there's all kinds of decorative clips. This is from a company that I'm not sure is still around. She had an Etsy shop, and she made these paper clips. She made these charms. She made gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me show you some of her other stuff. When I got rid of everything, I could not get rid of these bows because they were such good quality. Look at this one for Christmas. Oh, I just love it. And then I have a black and white plaid. This one is my all-time favorite. It is a velvet on denim. You can see that little bit of a design peeking out right there. And then the center is velvet, and it's a denim bow. And then I'm showing you my favorites. And then I have this tweed. Love that one. And then I have this black and red plaid, and this one would actually clip onto one of these strings just like that. So I don't believe, I don't even remember the name of her company, but guys, as you can see, I have a lot of her bows. She made them on these big paper clips. And I kept all of these. Even when I got rid of everything, I could not turn these loose. And I have not used these, any kind of bows or anything like this, in years. This was another one that she did. Oops, I'm going to show you that. That's a bookmark. But guys, I mean, you can look in there and see. There's a ton of stuff in there, and this is from her shop. Now I'm going to put these all back in here. I'm gonna, this, it fits a B6. This is another thing that she made. She was just so creative. I've got this twisted somehow. Anyway, we're not gonna worry about that right now. But she did these, which if you've got a B6 notebook, and I wanted to mark this page, I would just put this in here, and then this hangs, the two charm ends hang outside the book to mark where you're at. I loved these. I used them all the time when I had a traveler's notebook, but when I went into a Hobonichi Weeks and a Hobonichi Cousin, I just didn't feel that they fit the style of planning with that. So I do have a lot of these. I'm sure I'm going to be bringing them all back out. That is the fun of traveler's notebooks. I think that's everything that I can tell you right now. There's just a lot of things and accessories that you can have with your traveler's notebooks. Now, I did have at one point some Kaweco Sport, the brass and the, I don't, it's a silver case. I don't know, stainless, I guess. They're heavy pens, so I don't use those, but they remind me of the Tom Studios in size. And I thought this would be the perfect time for me to be able to pull out my Tom Studio pen and use it in here. So I'm excited about that. Not to mention, look at the color, guys. It's almost the exact color. It's just tonal difference. It's so cute. But I do like this because it does fit into a regular size pen. But there's so many accessories you can use with a traveler's notebook, and you have so much versatility. You can take inserts out. If you find you're not using an insert, you can just take it out and not use it. So if I had this wild notion one day that I wanted to go back to daily planning, which, guys, I'm not, but if I did, I could just buy an insert, pop it in there, and it's going to last a month, 2 months, maybe. And then if I find I'm not using it, I can take it out and not buy them anymore. So there are so many options that you can do with an insert in a traveler's notebook. So I hope this was helpful. I know these are the questions that I had when I first started using a traveler's notebook. So I'm hoping that I have answered all the questions for you. And I hope you are just as intrigued by the Lauren Phelps Design insert holder as I am. And I will try to find a link for it and put it down below. I'll go back on her website and try to find the number for it, and I will link it below. So, guys, leave me some kind of notebook down below. And until next time, guys, bye bye.